Hello, welcome to the Jake Show. Today we're talking about the CAIN Velasquez situation, my thoughts, my opinions, and we'll just get into it. So, if you guys don't know, CAIN Velasquez recently got sentenced to 5 years in prison for the 2022 attempted murder. Thank God it was only 5 years, and on top of that, it's time served included already. So he's been in prison already for 1,283 days. And so he's only going to serve about a year, a little more than a year in prison, which, thank God. It's not that long a time. And I'm just going to go over the whole thing on my thoughts. So here's what happened, and I'm just going to say what happened. And I don't hope the video doesn't get taken down. I guess warning if you kind of don't want to have your buzz killed, I guess. But if you want the news, I'm going to give you the news. So the man named Cain Velasquez's 4-year-old son was accusedly molested over 100 times by a man named Golarte, Harry Golarte, at daycare. The daycare that Harry Golarte's family owned and he worked at. So this is where you're supposed to send your kid to make him feel safe. So sad. The boy was 4 years old. His car goes. It's just so sad. It's hard for me to say. It's one word. So Goularte was charged with lewd and incestuous acts. Yeah, I should write better. Acts with a minor, and yet is still away. So he didn't get bail. He didn't even get put bail. No, he got house detention with his stepfather, which I will get into. So this is where we're at right now. So I'll tell you the whole story. So this happens. Cain's family sues. They're still awaiting trial, I believe, for Goularte, which is insane, by the way, that Cain goes first. But, I'll go into really what specific happened. I'm telling the whole story here. So Cain Velasquez after hearing this news, would go and um start shooting at the car that Goularte was in a freeway, um, I guess right away spraying bullets on like a freeway here in California on the highway. Goularte would shoot Paul would accident no not sorry. Cain would hit Paul Bender. Paul Bender being the stepfather of Goularte who took responsibility for him for house detention. So Paul Bender would get shot, I don't know where, but non-lethal. And so Cain would hit somebody on accident, even though he was intending to hit Goularte. Um, so let's just go over my thoughts. He was looking up to 40 to life, you know, and 40 to life, it's a long time. Only got 5 years with already time served. So, we kind of see this as a win. Now I'm gonna say, I'm Tyler's probably like free Cain, question mark, exclamation point. But, you know, so sad. It's just so sad. It's so bad. I can't believe I'm here in my dorm talking about this right now. I can't believe it. I'm just where we're at right now as a country. As a country, I like to say, why is this guy walking? So San Jose isn't, too far from me. I'm California, I'm in LA County, you know, and so I'm California born and raised. What are we doing as a state? I mean, the DA wanted 30 to life. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? I mean, when are we gonna stop, treating, let's blatantly keep it real here, pedophilia as a joke? I mean, I feel like it's a joke with the whole like Kendrick Lamar thing, accusing Drake of being a pedophile, then nothing comes out of it and we just forget about it. Like what is this? It's a joke. It's a joke. EDP is a joke. Those catchers are treating it like a joke. I mean, a 4-year-old child was molested over 100 times. It's so sad. It's it's really sad. When you let's we'll just keep it real here because I think we have to keep it real here because we're not keeping it real in the world. Yeah, everyone's treating it like a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Just my heart goes out to the Velasquez family. That's so sad. I'm a young man. I'm 19. I don't really have any kids. I don't have a wife and all that. So I don't really understand, but I could empathize and sympathize with the idea of that happening. And what are we doing, California? I mean, everyone around looks at us like, "Oh, we're a pussy state, and we're a bunch of pedophiles." And I'm like, well, maybe, well, what are we? Are we that? I mean, is that just what it is? Have I just grown up around this? I mean, I mean, it's come on, California. I mean, we gotta stop doing this. We gotta do better as a state and as a country. America, what are we, America, land of the pedophiles? Like, are we fucking serious? Fuck that. I'm tired of it. Now look, should Kane listen, here's what I think happened. Here's what I think. Should Kane be going to prison? I mean, he could have killed somebody that he shot someone. I'm trying to let me try to describe it. He was shooting his gun like on the freeway. If you guys are in America, people have freeways around the world. What am I talking about? You guys know what a freeway is, shooting through like the door of the car, you know? He could have killed some bystander. What if that guy was in an Uber and he killed the Uber? He could have killed somebody. I would have much rather have him seen go to the guy's house and then shoot him straight in the head at his house. I'm not. Uh, I think Kane did the right thing. I mean, I think any parent would do that. But the way he went about it in the situation was wrong. I would have waited to go to his house, you know, where you don't hurt an innocent person. But he did it the moment he heard that where the guy was. It's just so sad. But you know what? This is good. This is a good thing. I mean, it could have been way worse. I think we all have to really, talk about how bad it could have been, for a minute. He could have been gone for a while. But, I'm saying these people's names. His mom, not Kane's mom, Henry Goularte's mother, Patricia Goularte, owns the daycare in San Jose, California. And by the way, it's just so bad. How do you let somebody out, by the way? How is there no bail? House detention for lewd acts with a minor? Like, fuck. I mean, 25 years ago, a guy could have weed and you put him in jail forever. But, raping kids is okay. That's what California is telling me right now. Raping kids is cool. It's fucking bullshit. What happened to this country? What happened to this state? I mean, how could I say I'm a proud Californian when we're letting these people out like that? Everything's a joke now. Every pedophilia is a joke to the American population now, and it's disgusting. It's horrible, and it's just the pedo should be in jail, and I'm praying he go to jail. Let's get this case going. Let's get this charges. Let's get him on there. Fuck that guy, Henry Goularte. I'm gonna spell his name out. I don't know when people watch my videos, but oh, oh, it's Harry Goularte. Harry Goularte. HARRYGOULARTE. Harry Goularte. I said Henry the whole time. I'm very sorry. But, prayers to the family of the Velasquez family. You know, I mean, all the hardship they're going through. There's gonna be fundraisers. DC and all those AKA guys are setting a fundraiser. You know, I'm not really in a position to give money. I can't really afford it. But, my thoughts and prayers go out to them. And, I mean, 100 times in the children's bathroom. And it probably wasn't just Kane's boy. It was probably all these other little kids. It's so sad. It's so sad. And you know, thank goodness he only got 5 years, 4-year-old son. I want to just keep saying that. He was 4 years old. And that guy right now is in house detention. Fuck you mean house detention? What are you kidding me? Thank God Kane didn't kill that stepfather though. Thank God. Because the stepfather just was house. Stepfather's guilty, but not as guilty as raping a child. But still, fuck the stepfather too. For accepting that man back into your life. It all starts in the home. A parent is such a responsibility that you really need to hold on to. But I'm not blaming the parents. Like, oh, that guy's not his fault. He's just brain told him to do that. Fuck that. It's that guy's fault. You know what? We should stop being tolerant of these people. Fuck that. Is Drake a pedophile? I don't see him in court. I mean, Kendrick Lamar, you want to put it in your song. and it's a good song, but it's a heavy song, you know? And we want to put it on the Super Bowl, like everyone's shouting A minor. Okay, let's get him in jail. I mean, I don't want to say that he didn't do it because he's not going to court, but what's happening here? Why, why as a country and as I guess a younger generation, because I'm Gen Z, I'm 19, why are we all treating this like a fucking joke? Fuck that, you know? You a daycare. Who the I mean, I don't know if Harry Goulart had prior charges. I wonder if he did. I'm assuming he didn't, you know? But you should let's see, come on, San Jose. I mean, I don't know whose jurisdiction that would be to close down the business. I would assume it would be the city of San Jose's responsibility to do that. But let's get rid of the daycare. I don't care. I'll say their names. You know, it's so sad. I have no words. So more of the story is, thank God he only got 5 years. He's only serving a year, by the way. He's not going out 2030. He's only serving about a little over a year. I think a year, 3 months. Let's see, 1,283 days. I could do the math on that, but I believe it's over a little over a year. I could be wrong. You know, and yeah, heartbreaking stuff. And our thoughts and our prayers. Like, a USC athlete or not, let's not look at him like an athlete. He's a legend in the game, but let's not talk about that. He's a person. He's a father. He's a father and a husband, and it's heartbreaking what happened to him. And I really just, I pray for y'all. Can't believe it. Let's come on, California. Let's do better. That's let's do better, y'all. Like, come on. All my California residents, we love this place. We don't want these people around us. I know damn well we don't want these people around us. They should get out. Go back to like fucking Seattle or some shit. No offense to people in Seattle, but I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. It was this beautiful state. No offense to all the other 49 states. We have the most beautiful state in the world and in the country. And it's so sad to see what's happening. I mean, so much culture, so many things to do, where the movies are made, where all these things happen. And it's so sad to see that behavior be almost treated like nothing. And so we're gonna do better. And that's kind of my request to everybody watching is to, really ostracize people more, like they're devil, they're demons, they're horrible people. They're the worst. They're evil. They're evil. I hate that shitty philosophy where it's like, oh, not everyone's evil. No, they're evil people. They're evil people. He raped a 4-year-old 100 times. Harry Goularte molested a 4-year-old over 100 times. And that's just the way it is. And we're not doing anything about it. And that sucks. When I say that's the way it is, I mean, that's just what happened. I think that I feel like I rephrased that wrong. But that's what happened. That's the fact. I'm saying the fact. Now, was CAIN wrong for going out and, shooting wildly into the highway? 100%. If he went to his house, and just shot the guy, that wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be bad at all. But, thank God. Thank God it didn't hurt like an innocent bystander. I mean, that would be horrible. You're driving the street to work and you get shot. Whether his intention was right or wrong, he still did, kind of the wrong thing. He did the right thing in the wrong way, you know? And we're all, but you can understand, his thought process of being just I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine it. Well, that's it for the Jake Show this Tuesday. I'll see you guys Friday. Um, Schedule is nice. I'm recording this a little early, but so don't time later to record it. But I'm uploading these at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time every Tuesday and Friday. 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. So that's 11:30 at night in the East Coast to, and then you guys do the math on if you're around the world. And if you're around the world, watch my videos. I think that's pretty cool. But hello, people around the world. But yes, very sad stuff. Um, I keep about to say like and subscribe, but subscribe, like, and we're hoping for the best. And our thoughts and prayers are with the Velasquez family.